Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for this Get Ready With Me using my 2020 Luxury Beauty Favorites. As promised, I filmed the Get Ready With Me, so I thought I'd show you application of all of my favorites. Today is day 21 for Everyday Vlogmas, so we'll go ahead and catch up with the other items I haven't opened up yet in the next video. But let's go ahead and just get started. Starting with no makeup, let's go in with the Sisley Blur Expert Powder. In case you've not seen this before, you can see the difference between how my skin looks with the blur powder versus not. It really just blurs and evens out the skin before I apply foundation. Also, before I keep going, it did kind of color correct here. I've got broken capillaries under here, so there is a bit of a blurring with that as well. It just takes down that redness a little bit for me. I did have the question, does this feel strange to put on and then put on a liquid foundation? And yes, it does feel weird, not because of the texture feeling weird, like the physical feeling. It just seems like we usually don't put powder first. So it feels wrong in that way, but it works really nicely. So now I've got that on my face. I don't know if this is going to work for all shade ranges because I'm kind of like in the middle there, medium, almost medium light sometimes. I think one of you noticed it's a little bit more olivey than my actual skin tone. Yeah, if this did have just slightly more peach to it, I probably would use it in lieu of foundation. I just think it makes the skin look so pretty. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Clé de Peau Radiant Fluid Foundation Matte. And I have mine in 030. I'm going to apply this mainly in the center of my face though, because it is lighter, but it's also brighter. So this is great for the center. And I just kind of pat it on and then I'll buff it out and not really apply it here because it is a little bit light for the exterior of my face, but it's great for the center here. I could probably get away with very little to no concealer with this foundation. So even though this is on the more expensive side, very little is needed to go a long way. So this will last you, let's see, it says expires, interesting, 2022. I love that it's in this pump as well. Let's go in with my under eye concealers. So that's just the Sisley and it's very nice, but I like to just improve it just a little bit more with the La Prairie. I'm just gonna go right here in this area. I really feel like this foundation does such a beautiful job. I almost don't need concealer, but let's go in with Clé de Peau. I have Mocha Honey and Almond. I'm using Mocha today, and this is one of the places that I often forget to talk about. I do put concealer here in this darkest part, so I always put some there, and then I will put some right here on my darker areas, just for a really perfected look. My chin. I saw that they came out with a brush, but I don't know if I need it. I mean, this does just fine this way. I've really been just concentrating all of that in this part of my face and really haven't applied much of anything in terms of foundation concealer over here, just that Blur Expert powder. Going with the Clé de Peau Translucent Loose Powder. So as you can see, it doesn't really bring about that darkness any more than it was. I have to say this is one of the prettiest powders I've tried. And it does something to really blur the pore area. It really does give a perfected kind of finish. Because I'm going for a more perfected look, I am going to just apply powder on my entire face. So I could stop there and it looks really pretty, but I'm going to go in with the Hummingbird Powder. So this shows how it kind of brightens up my complexion. So this is like my extra perfecting step. So you can see there's just a bit more life to my skin here versus here. Okay, let's go in with a little bit of eye primer, the Hourglass Veil. I just have to remember to go in with a really thin layer. Wonder Brow. This is one that has a learning curve because I normally wouldn't have started in the front if I was just beginning with this, because you kind of have to get used to the amount of product that's on the brush because can be messy. And then we're gonna go in with this product, the Brow Styler, because that gives me a chance to fill in anything I may have missed in terms of any sparse areas. And then also I like to extend the tail just a little bit here, and then sometimes the arch needs a little bit of help. And then the final step is the Diorshow Pump and Brow to give it a little bit more of a three-dimensional look. So I'll take the hairs and I'll kind of pull them back like this and then brush them up as well so they're not stuck to my face. So I really feel like eyebrows are one of the most important things I add to my makeup. I've got the Sisley bronzer here, and then I've just got a Wayne Goss brush I'm gonna apply it with. So you can see why I like that really warm bronzer color. I think it goes well with my warmer toned skin. Let's go in with eyes. I've got my Chanel 308 here. I'm gonna take this lightest color first and go all over my lid. Then let's go into the crease with this color right here. I want to build up that crease a little bit and put that brown shade in there from the new dress, warm it up a little bit. With these Dior palettes, you really just need the lightest touch and the littlest amount of product. I forgot to include this as a game changer. After I filmed it, I thought, oh, I completely forgot about this. This is the 6.5 by Ray Morris. And if you look at this online, they picture it like this. So you can't really see the angle of the brush. For some reason, I don't know why they picture it like that, but it is a 6.5. Yeah, so if you don't like swirling to blend, this is really helpful. I'm gonna go in next with this color right here from the Mitzah palette. Just gonna pat that onto my eyelid area. This color right here from the Mitzah palette and go in the outer corner. Okay, I'm gonna take this color from the Mitzah palette and go under. I'm going to take the Jungle palette and take this color right here and go in the inner corner. So I'm gonna go in with Chantecaille mascara, Noir Intense, the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen, and Brun Agape. Okay, so the eyes get really dramatic really fast when I add a winged liner and then mascara. I don't think it looks so dramatic before I put on my eyeliner and mascara, but yeah, quickly it can go there. Let's go in with Manta Ray by Chantecaille. And I go kind of light-handed with this one because it does build up really quickly. Such a beautiful shade though. Yeah, here you can see it can go like really intense really quickly. So I do love to go in with a little bit of the Hummingbird Powder just to kind of bring it down just a notch. Finally, let's go in with the lip, Chanel Le Rouge Duo in Endless Pink. I almost forgot the highlighter. So this is from the Whale Shark palette. It's the prettiest champagne color. And that is it for my full face of 2020 luxury beauty favorites. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.